Good morning. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Today, I have an unboxing video. For those who don't know, my name is Laura Gonzalez. I'm a tarot reader and I am a priestess, and um, good morning. I do a lot of live tarot coffee break with Tarot by Laura, and I do podcasts. And once in a while, I do unboxing videos. Hi, Silverlit. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm very happy and I'm very excited. And I'm also very embarrassed because Nine of Wands, better known as Sarah Beck, the author, sent me this wonderful book, The Tarot Deck Mess. And she sent me this wonderful tarot at the beginning of August. And because of my tendonitis and because I'm still having trouble moving my hands, I haven't been doing a whole lot of work. And Sarah, I haven't been doing anything, but thank you for the wonderful card. It stays in my heart. Seriously, everything you wrote here, it's gone through my heart. Um, Thank you for sending this. This is private, obviously. Obviously. But look at all the beautiful stuff that she sent me. Um, they sent me a sticker with the card of the Emperor and also a sticker with the Empress. But you're not here to see the stickers. You're here to see the little tarot deck and most importantly, the book. So I have a tool to open it. Don't I'm gonna try not to put the tool on the video. Oops, there it was. So I am with you unboxing this wonderful book. I was so excited when the book came out, and of course Sarah Beck was on my show, Lunatic Mondays. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google the Tarot Deck Mess, Sarah Beck, Lunatic Mondays, and you will find trash. You will find the interview. Look at the book. It's so wonderful. If you have, I love it. If you have young ones at home, and even if you don't have young ones, but you want to learn about the tarot, they say if you want to learn about everything, oh my God, look at that. The sun. Let me show Instagram. Look at how beautiful the sun card. So I have heard that if you want to learn something quickly, you buy children's books. I'm particularly attached to this card for reasons. I was telling Sarah that she looks a little bit like me. I mean, the body type is right there. And the blue hair. Oh my goodness. The book is wonderful. So I have heard that if you want to learn something very quickly, kind of like the very basic of something very quickly, that you buy children's books. And this book is not the exception, obviously. If you want to learn about tarot, the basics of tarot, or if you want to share the basics of tarot with your young ones, this is a wonderful, wonderful book. She goes through all the major arcana cards, and it's also a fun story. And if I recall correctly, it's a true story. So This is a wonderful book by Sarah Beck. And again, I have had the book since August, and I wasn't able to open and do the video because my tendonitis. So here's the tarot cards, the Major Arcana. So this says, my first tarot, illustrated by Sarah Beck, a child-centered introduction to the Major Arcana, from the author of the Tarot Deck Mess. Contains 22 cards. So these are the Major Arcana cards, which I'm opening off camera with a tool to open things. I'm so excited. I'm always excited to do unboxings. Oh, my achy hands. Come on. You know what, folks? When you have tendonitis, you really, really cannot do anything. Hence me just doing this unboxing right now. I'm so excited. So Sarah wrote the book, and she also created every single one of the illustrations. Look at the cards. They're so pretty. And they are child size, obviously, right? Look at how small they are. They're for little ones. There's the Fool with the doggy. I like the cardstock too. Don't you think they're cheap and like what do you call thin? They're quite thick. I don't know the quality, but this is heavy paper. So they're sturdy enough for little hands, and you can still shuffle them, I think. My hands hurt, but I'm gonna try to shuffle them a little bit. Of course, they're tiny, right? I'm making the face because of my hands. You know, my hands hurt, so it's hard to shuffle. But they are shuffleable. They are shuffleable. The Fool remained at the front. Of course, I'm not shuffling. Look at the one next to us. Thank you, Becky. Becky says, hope your hands are doing better. Well, they are not as good as I will want them to be, but look who visited is the star. These are beautiful. Look at all the illustrations. Oh my goodness. So it is a very nice story on the book. It says be the change. I know you cannot see. You can see it. Be the change. So the book is a true story, or a true-ish story. Sarah Beck, a beautiful book that explains what is the tarot for the young ones, and or for people who are not familiar with the tarot. And it is a really fun book to read and to use, to read to your young ones, or like I was saying earlier, to understand. I was told, you know, if you want to understand something quickly, find it in a children's book. And for some of us who English is our second language, children's books are also very helpful. So, you know, you can do that. And then they came up with the Major Arcana deck, because why have a beautiful illustrated book and not have a little deck of cards, you know? And it comes with this little pouch. I don't know if they all come with a pouch. I got a pouch. Thank you, Sarah, for everything that you sent me. And we are going to pull one card from the tarot deck mess. My first tarot, illustrated by Sarah Beck. I don't read the jumpers. You know I don't read the jumpers. But I will read. If anything sticks to my hand, then I will read those. All right, let's see. The number is 11. That's the number that jumped into my head. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to pick the 11th card. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the 11th card that we have is the card of Justice. So, you know what I'm going to do? Instead of give you my interpretation, I'm going to read Justice from the book. Isn't that fun? Okay, let's see what Justice has to say. Justice is number 11. It just so happened that the 11th card was the 11th card. So Justice sees clearly through unclouded eyes, knows right from wrong, and can see through a lie. I do my best to be fair with myself and with others. That is the message in the book. Justice sees clearly through unclouded eyes, knows right from wrong, and can see through a lie. I do my best to be fair with myself and with others. That is the message that we have from my first tarot deck, my first tarot that is part of the tarot deck mess. I think they're sold separately, but I mean, if you buy the book, you need to get the cards, you know. Anyway, I really like it. I like the book so much when it came out. And I didn't walk, I ran to secure myself an interview with Sarah Beck. And if I recall correctly, Lunatic Mondays was the very first interview she ever did for this book and cards. So I am very fond of Sarah and the memories of that interview. You know, it was so much fun to do it. And the book, of course, is very good. It's a very good book. I really, really recommend the book. And Sarah, thank you so much. Thank you for having sent the materials. Like I said, it's been a while, but because of my hands, I haven't been able to do a lot of things. And Sarah is coming back to Lunatic Mondays on December. And she's bringing some friends. She's bringing some other authors, friends, children's books, authors, friends of Sarah that I now got to meet through Sarah. Ariel Kesley, Kisby, I think is. I cannot read my own handwriting. And Kathleen Cumbers. So they're both coming to the show. I'm gonna Google Ariel's name because I don't want to say the wrong name. Ariel Kisby, Kesby, author of the Little Witch's Book of Spells, of course, and then Kathleen Cumbers, author of Flora, the First Day of Spring, and then Sarah Beck, author of the Tarot Deck Mess. So all three of them are going to come back in December to my show. And if I messed up the last names, it's because when we were talking, we were just using first names. So please forgive me. And yeah, stay tuned because Lunatic Mondays will have more about this children's books about magic, about paganism, about tarot, and about witchcraft. And I think it's important that the young ones start learning young what we are all about, because there's still a lot of persecution in the world. But I digress. Wonderful book, Sarah Beck, The Tarot Deck Mess. Really cool little tarot deck illustrated by Sarah Beck as well. My first tarot. And thank you, Sarah, for sending everything. Thank you for your patience. She was not expecting me to do this unboxing. I just did it because I want to and because I'm so grateful. But the message is, I have been grateful since August, Sarah. I just wasn't able to make a big noise about it like I usually do, because for everything I like to make big noise. That's who I am. So thank you all for watching, and thank you, Sarah, for the gifts, and thank you for the wonderful card. I really appreciate everything you said on the card. And to everybody, go listen to Sarah Beck on Lunatic Mondays, and come back on December with Ariel Casby, Kathleen Cumbers, and Sarah Beck will come back to the show and talk about their books. So thank you, everybody, for watching. My name is Laura Gonzalez, and I will see you when I see you. Never forget that you are loved. Bye-bye.